Sure. So I've been a grower in the Willamette Valley of Oregon since 1986. I started growing wine grapes with my folks' farm. My folks planted a little bit of Pinot Noir on their farm, which is west of Corvallis, west of Willamette, in the Kings Valley area. So we're about a mile off Highway 20. And I had helped farm there when I was going to Oregon State as an undergraduate. I helped them farm their farm, which was sheep, and I was raising hay and that kind of thing. Then I went off to graduate school and really missed the farming, actually. Missed home. I went down to UC Irvine to work on an MFA. And I came back in '86, and they had planted these vines, and I was very excited at helping them, getting back, into production. And we added some additional acreage, and then I started working with other growers in the southern Willamette Valley, just doing each job. So I, learned how to prune, pull brush, tie down, every part of the growing process, planting vines, and harvest. And I was hired in '89, I think, to run Croft Vineyard. So I took that on. It was about 50 acres of vines in 2 different spots near Monmouth. I farmed that vineyard for 8 years, farmed it all organically. I've been very committed to that process since probably '87. I was so I didn't have typical training like you'd go to a university to learn how to grow grapes, a viticulture program at Davis or Oregon State. So I was immediately questioning the use of herbicides and pre-emergents and contact herbicides and also the whole array of systemic fungicides that were being sprayed. And I wondered about those things and started learning how to do what I do without the use of those materials, and really got very committed to farming. And I took on Croft with the caveat that I'd be happy to farm this, but I want to do it organically. And Chancey Croft said great, and so I ran his place for 8 years, and then was hired to run Willamette. I was there for a season and wound up taking on Temperance Hill, and I've been there for 15 years. So Temperance Hill is 100 acres in the Amity Aola. Shares a fence line with Bethel Heights Winery on the west side and Christum on the east side. So Christum's uppermost plantings, and Bethel Heights, it's a long, big vineyard that goes up over the hills, very high elevation. For this part of the Willamette Valley, most of the fruit is probably between 750 and 800 feet in elevation. Top of that property is about 890, nearly 900 feet. It's pretty close to 90% Pinot Noir. All the clones represented there, pretty much. I mean, there are things we don't have, of course, but we have kind of the typical clones that you'd be aware of. And then some Gewürztraminer, Dijon Clone Chardonnay, and some Pinot Gris.